Coming up, we have your February 2023 Las Vegas high-rise market update.
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen.
And I'm Christina.
And we are the Thomas Group with Real Broker, your local Las Vegas and Henderson Realtors.
Today we've got your February 2023 Las Vegas high-rise market update. And if you're interested in high-rises here in Las Vegas, I am your high-rise expert and I'd be more than happy to schedule a free consultation with you. Now let's get into those numbers on February 2023. So for last month, we've got the median sold price of $356,000, which is down 20% from this time last month and down 10.3% from this time last year.
That's pretty significant.
It is.
But it was weird. Last month that jumped up a lot.
It did.
I remember talking about that last month. And 2 months ago it was 330,000.
Right. So we're kind of evening back out again.
It is, yeah. I mean, the thing is when we have so few like sales, you know, the data set's pretty small, it does tend to jump around like that.
Yeah, definitely. All right, so the average sold price is $595,000, which is up 2.5% from this time last month, and it's down 2.8% from this time last year.
Interesting. Yeah, I'm surprised that it's not down even more. But
yeah, well, you know what helps with that is the highest priced, which I'll tell you about right now, which was at the Queensridge again.
Okay.
And it was sold for $5.45.
Oh wow.
Million. So
yeah, that's
absolutely
definitely
gorgeous. That'll bring it up. Yeah.
For sure.
So let's talk about closed last month. We had 50 closings last month, which is down 2% from this time last month and down 40.5% from this time last year.
Wow. Well, you know, I guess this time last year the market was still really hot. It wasn't really until April when things started to slow down. So it'll be interesting to see how we compare in a few months.
In a couple months, yep.
Yeah, so stay tuned.
Yeah. Okay, so pending, we have 68 pending in January, and that's up 17.2% from this time last month, and it's down 57.8% from this time last year.
Yeah, so I mean, that shows, you know, we had 50 close, and then now we're having 68. So this is actually kind of what we're seeing in the overall resale market. The actual closed sales in January were very small because and by the way, we call this our February market update, but it's all of the data for the whole month of January. So what we're talking about, these closings, they were things that were put into contract in December. And December was still quite slow. But you know, the holidays. And then come January, things like they picked up so much. I mean, you have people reaching out to you about high rises like every day.
Oh my goodness.
Really.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
crazy.
we can see that the pending is increasing. And so next month, I imagine, well, obviously the closed sales will be up. Right. And I imagine we'll see the sales prices start to move upwards as well.
Yes, I agree. Yep. Yeah. Cool. All right, so let's talk about new listings. 105 new listings last month, which is up 59.1%.
Wow.
Yeah, from this time last month. And it's down 37.5% from this time last year.
And I guess the fact that it's up 60% for new listings is maybe not that surprising because, again, we're comparing it to new listings taken in December.
Right.
So the holidays, most people don't end up listing their homes.
No.
But I do think, and overall, too, in the resale market, we're seeing more new listings. So hopefully that helps our really small pool of inventory.
Yes.
Because we need more.
We need more. And speaking of, inventory last month, 344 units. So that is down 1.7% from this time last month, but up 22.4% from this time last year.
Okay. Wow. I mean, and this is interesting. The inventory is shrinking month over month. So yeah, I mean that over time, if that continues, will put the upward pressure on prices.
The price is up for sure.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, so months of inventory are 8 last month, and that is down 11.1% from this time last month and up 142.4% from this time last year.
Wow. But again, last year was crazy. I mean, this time last year we had 3.3 months of inventory for high rise, which for such for high rises for a unique market like that,
right?
That's
insane. Yeah.
So the fact that we have 8, it's more balanced,
normal,
more balanced. Yeah, but it's decreasing from last month, so something to keep your eye on.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, the average days on the market last month were 82, which is up 12.3% from this time last month and up 36.7% from this time last year.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, we're seeing that creep up a little bit. Yeah. What else do you have to share with us?
So, as we kind of started to get into, I've had a lot of people reach out about high rises, but especially the high rises in the rental program, so condo-hotels. And I guess I just kind of wanted to chat a little bit about like what it is that you're looking for in a condo-hotel and what type of investments you're able to get from these properties.
Yeah, I mean they're so appealing to people. You know, everybody really the Las Vegas Strip is glitz and glamour, and I think the idea of owning a property on the Las Vegas Strip that you can make revenue from is super attractive, but obviously there's like the reality to what the returns are. So what are you finding with your clients?
So there are a lot, I mean, everybody's always going to be staying on the Strip, right? So the properties that are especially located on the Strip, like the Signature MGM and Trump Tower is right off of the Strip, and Vidara, the occupancy rates are a lot higher. It's usually, 60, 70, sometimes even higher percent every month that those units are being rented out. But you do have the splits with the hotels, 50-50 splits. There's the HOA fees. There's a lot of things that do add up there as well. So a lot of times, as strictly an investment property, it may not make sense. We have to look at all of the numbers and see, what are you looking for specifically when you're looking at a condo-hotel? Is it something, I think a lot of times it works better for people that are that do come to Vegas, maybe not stay here 50% of the time, but do come to Vegas and want to have that hotel room that they will always have. They don't have to pay for it, especially during those peak seasons, like New Year's Eve, that type of time, so they always have that room and for their friends and family to come and stay whenever. But then they also want to make a little bit of income, when they're not here. So I think it just depends on obviously which tower and everything like that.
And give them the example, your clients that are buying in the Trump Tower, they're paying cash. Christina was just telling me before we started filming. And what would they expect, just to give them a general idea, what would they expect to take home per month?
So, I mean, it definitely varies, of course, but we were just looking at some of the more recent statements on this specific unit, and it was around $950.
And that's with all of the maintenance and the management fees included. Obviously, if you compared that to if you purchase a cash property not on the Strip, you could make more money not on the Strip. But like you were saying, if you're going to be using it,
if you use it, it's definitely worth it. Especially
if you're staying around the holidays.
Yes, exactly. Then those prices go up on just staying in a hotel room.
Oh my goodness, they are great.
Or you won't be able to even or you won't even be able to get a room. Right, booked out, especially if you plan to travel last minute, but if you have that already, you're guaranteed that room.
So anyway, I mean, she's got all the statements for all these condo hotels, so definitely reach out to Christina.
So if you are interested in finding out more information and scheduling that free consultation, our contact information is here, as well as my extension is 4 for Christina.